Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my 100% completion and collectibles guide for the planet of Kashyyyk from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. If you haven't watched either of my other two videos for Bogano and Zepho, then here's a recap of the trophies we're going for with this series of videos. Each planet will have its own video and they'll all be linked below in the description. There is going to be a full commentary in this video. I'll walk you through everything that I'm doing. There are certain instances that things might need explaining, especially for the A Galaxy Far Far Away trophy. You'll see me just randomly wander into areas and not pick anything up. It'll be for that trophy. Most importantly for me to mention is that I'm doing this after finishing the story, and I suggest you do the same. There are lots of areas that can't be reached until you have certain powers or abilities like double jump, for example. The way this guide is going to play out is that I'm going to clear each region out one at a time. Thankfully, Kashyyyk is pretty linear, so it will be exactly the same route as you took the first time you came to this planet. There are timestamps below for the start of each region, along with a list of what you can expect to find there. Right, let's get started. So once again, we're starting at the landing pad. This time it's called the cargo pad, and right out the gate we will find Force Echo number 59. This is only here the second time you come to this planet, so if you're looking for it the first time for any reason, then it's not there. Camera's angled slightly funny there because there is a crew member I don't want you to see if you haven't seen the ending of the game yet. Just over here near the crashed AT-AT or AT-AT is a chest number 60 with Poncho material Rainforest.
Yep, there you go.
And directly across from that, go on, there we go, is another chest with BD skin Sundari Dawn just behind this. I don't know what that is. Container. It's one that'll need slicing, but you will definitely have slice by now. In fact, as an extra, we're going to be picking up Slice 2, as it were. We'll be getting that shortly. Right, moving from the cargo pad straight into the forest trench. This is story path again. This is a very linear world. So starting from the ship, we'll be going straight on, but instead of going straight on through the other side here, we'll be going to the right, and then we'll be able to bring this force field down. You will recognise this area. It's where the workbench is. The BD was trying to scan something then for anyone who wants those. Again, we don't need them for a trophy, so I'm not doing them. So we have upwards zipline now, so we're easily able to just jump over here and get Force Echo. Which is also Force Essence and a secret, of course, because they're always secrets. If you drop down into this area, a spider will attack you, so just go the same way back this way and then try and do a double jump across here. It's going to save you a bit of time messing around. And then there's just one more, the Force Echo, that's it, in the forest trench. Just this one more, and it's right at the end. You may have noticed it when you did this yourself for the first time. So again, if you're doing this first time, you need to overpower that, or whatever the phrasing is, I forget it. To use it, so you can use it as a wall run. Get rid of these. God, they're annoying because they doubly hurt you. Even when they're dead, they're not really dead. So yeah, jump up here, and then as you would normally climb up here and then carry on, but we're not going to do that. There's a little bit of a visual glitch. There's a few of those in this level. We're going to jump down here and get the Force Echo. Yeah, there's a few visual glitches. It's quite slow with regards to texture pop-ins. This is a particularly bad planet for it, so you will see a bit of that, I'm afraid. So from Forest Trench, we'll be going to the Imperial Refinery. So from where we just were, we go through there. You will come out this bit here, this cave, if you carried straight on up to that meditation point, and then this is story mission again, story path even. So you recognise this bit down here. Turn right here and we will get another Force Echo, and instead of going back out and carrying on, we're going to continue this cave to make sure we get that 100% on the map for BD1's holo maps for the A Galaxy Far Far Away trophy. So we'll be sneaking back up on these guys and make a mess of killing them. Come on. There. should have cut this bit out. I do usually cut the fights out. I don't know why I didn't cut this one out. There we go. So the next chest is where you would drop down during the story if you didn't get that shortcut. This is the way you would normally come.
Let's see what you found.
An emitter. Next we're going getting lightsaber material mat. We'll take care of these guys quickly. Come on. I think I get rid of these pretty quickly. Efficiently. So I'll leave this one in. But it's quite a way. There's a little area off to the right here. I don't go there now. You will see it later on, but there is a meditation point, and it is needed for the 100%. But we'll be going there shortly, so don't worry about that. There's nothing else down there, even though it does look like there should be. It's a weird place. It's just a shortcut, I suppose. But we'll get in there later on. So there's going to be 2 chests in this area. Usually there'll be fireflies and stormtroopers, flame troopers, but I'm about to get ambushed by bounty hunters again, so there aren't any there for me. Yep, so you just come around here, slice this door open, get this chest here, and then you can see the cheeky little one, chest number 64. It's just behind some cables over there, straight on at the back. So you just cut through these, you can get that as well. Nice and easy. So as you see in a minute, I'm going to leave this area, or leave this little dark bit, and you'll see some more. There we go. But we're not going to fight them, we're going to cut them out. There we go. And this is where that machine was that you need to get BD to activate, and it moves out of the way. Climb up here, through here, and this is where all the spiders are. I think there's 2 that these soldiers fight, but we're going to ignore them completely and go and take on the legendary spider, which is needed for the for that trophy, the 4 legendary creatures. I forget the name of the trophy, I am sorry. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. But go through this shortcut. There's 3 ways into this area. We're going to just go this way first because this is where the collectibles are, the Force Echo and the chest. And it's before the spider gets you. We will be going the whole way round though, just to make sure we get the 100% on the map. So again, this is a secret. And some more Force Essence. For me it's maximum force, so mine's just been increased again, which is always nice. And then there's Poncho material here, Commando.
Want to check it out?
And then as you drop down here behind me, the spider will appear. I think I do actually leave this in. Yeah, I leave the legendaries in. So there he is, the albino or albino, however you want to say it. If you look to the right, left now, there's a pile of eggs. If you want to scan that, that's another one of those logs. But again, it's not needed for a trophy, so I'm not doing it. This spider is a real pain if you do it on the hardest difficulty. It is quite a difficult fight. Well, it was anyway. So that's the albino. Weirdly just teleported behind me, I don't know what that was about. But if you go down there, that will lead you back out into the open area, but we're not going to go there yet. We're going to take this way round, which is essentially just a longer way round, but we need it for the 100%. So just to make sure you get it on the map, we're going to go this way. And it'll be where the stormtrooper is that shoots you from across the way. Just take him out. But we do unfortunately need to go down here, and strangely he hasn't killed the spiders, so I have to do it myself. But down here we have a chest. It's a lightsaber material, Doonium. And then you saw BD1 slightly run off. There he's run off again. That's because he wants to scan this terrarium seed. And that's a Bonshia, I want to say. Probably not right. Yeah, there's lots of words. If you don't hear them spoke out in the TV show or this film, you will never know how they're pronounced. Anyway, carrying on, we're going to be getting another Force Echo. Poor old poison Wookiee. It's quite a ways away actually. But this is the story way, for context and everything, so we know where we're going. Just going to leave it all in, even though this area is quite linear. Go on, get rid of these guys. Scout troopers. Don't know why you need scout troopers in the main base, but there you go. Slow this thing down, and then you'll recognise this area is where the big lift is, off to the right hand side, which is the way we're going to... Oh, there's a bit of a... Sorry about that. Bit of a frame rate drop. It was loading in some more textures. So yeah, this is the lift back up to the ship there, you can call it there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to carry on. This is where you would free the Wookiees, where they're in prison during the story. And then we're going to go straight on and jump into here, but not down, but onto here, and turn around to get the poisoned Wookiee Force Echo. And after that we're going to jump straight back up and into a new secret area. I've just put hidden area here. It's not a secret per se, but it is needed for 100%. And here is another new ability for BD1. It is Slice Plus. So it's going to allow us to hack security droids, which are the tall black ones. So hit this. That's the shortcut I was talking about before, where it was off to the right hand side when I was fighting those guys. So if you need to, you can drop down and drop back in, just so it definitely counts on the map. But go to this workbench and you'll upgrade BD, and you will be able to now hack bigger droids, but they will need to be staggered or dazed, as it were. You can't just hack them from nothing, unfortunately. To be honest, too little too late. Wish I'd found it earlier, but there you go. So after this is again story way. This is the way you would come, but instead of going straight on, we're going to go to the left. And now that we have double jump, we can get straight up here. Try again. There you go. And then there's going to be a Force Echo up here. Wookiee oppression. Certainly doesn't sound like they've been having a good time over here. Good job we're here.
These Wookiees are useless.
Wookiees are useless. Okie doke. So, yep, you'll recognise this story area. Again, they can't stand up and he just dies for no reason. Bounce these back. I'm going to go and get that chest over there that you can see off to the right. He's a commander, so we don't fight him, we just throw him in, because they always block and it's a pain. So I'm going to crack this chest open. Off to the left is a shortcut we'll be using later on, maybe. No, what I do actually, I call the lift from the other end so it's prepared. You will see that later on. So up here, we'll climb up here. There is a scan I do here, it's not needed, so don't worry about it.
Find something?
Just ignore that.
Very nice.
Come on. Away we go. That's where all the Wookiees were, all imprisoned. We need to climb up here and turn around, but I get ahead of myself and see this guy and want to kill him. Completely forgot about what I'm doing, but that's not the way we're going yet. I need to turn around and shimmy across on this pipe that is kind of hidden. And this is going to lead us to a hidden area, which is going to be a Force Essence. Slow these fans down. They're pretty quick, these ones, so you have to be quick and jump over them. And this is also secret number 23. And now we can go back the way I came initially. There we go. I'm going to be dropping down. Slave Collar is the last one in Imperial Refinery, and it is literally outside as we cross over into the new area. Then that's them done. It's like the weird bit from The Shining or something when that happens, when I do those cuts. Yep, get this lift up. I've cut it out. Just wait for the lift and then... No, I think it goes down actually. And then jump back across this way, but instead of going left this time we're going to go right and leave the Imperial Refinery. And then we're going to turn to the left and there's going to be the Slave Collar Force Echo up here. Now as you'll see me turn around, there will be another one, but we're not going to get that just yet. Do I turn around? Yeah. There, you can see it. But that's in the new area, Overgrown Pass. But we're not going to get it just yet. As we can get it right now if you wanted to. That's where I just was. So you can pull that down and you'll be able to get it. But we need to go that way or a different way round for the 100%. So that's the way we're going to do it. This bit is quite overgrown, as it says, Overgrown Pass. So you might get a bit sort of turned around, but you want to stick to the left. And there's going to be one of those slugs, whatever they're called. Chop it up. Get rid of these bugs. And then slice this chest open.
Just need to know, don't you?
And then we're going to continue round to the left to make sure we get that path for the 100% and everything. So make sure it's all definitely ticked off. Jump down here. This is the way you would normally come. This is where you're supposed to come through that way. So I'm just showing you there. And then continue on through these vines and slide down. Now we're going to go the secret way, or I suppose it's a shortcut. Off to, instead of going straight on is the path you would go, we're going to have to go off to the left. Now that you're able to pull those towards you, they're a lot easier to fight. But this is, we're going to be where that other Force Echo is that we saw before. Over here, into the dark cave. We're going to lose me for a minute. I should have used the lightsaber, I'm sorry if you can't see. But you'll just come out the other end. Oh, we've got a bit of a stutter again. And there you go, there's that shortcut again. But just for the sake of getting all of the paths and ticking all of the 100% off, we'll just go that way round.
The operation is expanding into Sector 7. They call it the Shadowlands.
So you can blast that bridge down or pull it, whichever way you want to do it. There you go. Just one more in the Overgrown Pass. You probably saw it a minute ago. As we climbed up. And there's another stutter. God, it's terrible. I believe they are patching it out, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. Grab this rope, swing across, and there's Force Echo 69. Wookiee Witness.
Wookiee used these to watch the Empire.
So straight away we're just carrying on. That's exactly where we were. This is the Overgrown Pass, and now we're going to the... No, I'm not saying that. Something Falls. Kyyyalstaad Falls. Let's go with that. So this is just the story path, the way you would go. And let's snap our fingers, and they are dead. Good job. Carry on round. You could have got the chest in a minute here. There is two ways. You can go left, or not this chest, the second one, sorry. But this is that other lift that we'll be using later on. Oh, it's the way you would get back to the ship, in fact. What I call it now. You don't need to do this. I'm just calling it ready for when I'm leaving. But if you go straight down there is the next chest. But we're just gonna. I'm gonna take you the way you would do it. So you would come back this way as the shortcut to get back to your ship after finishing this world off. And the chest is in here.
Don't fall behind. Want to look inside?
So now that is it for chests and everything in Kyyyalstaad Falls, but I'm just going to show you, I called it hidden area, it's not a hidden area, but just so you make sure you tick it off, we're going to go and explore this area entirely. There is a chance you may miss it, it's a very slim chance you may miss this, but I just thought I'd show you. So this is the way you would come. All these guys here, the rocket guys, and the slugs, whatever they're called. And you'd swing across here. There we go. It's actually a good place to farm the pushback trophy. I forget the name of the trophy for killing enemies with rockets or explosives. Because there's 3 there, and there's a meditation point just down the other side that you can keep respawning them. Spider here. Let me get rid of this. And then we're just going to go round here. So you might not necessarily come up to this area at all ever, even if you're coming back to the ship. So I just wanted to show you, make sure you come up here and tick that off. Now continuing on from Kyyyalstaad Falls, we're going to go to the basin. So where those rocket guys were, there, that's where they were stood. We're going to use this zip line and drop down into the basin. Hell of a view. So yeah, you can see the meditation point there just off to the right hand side. You could just keep respawning those rocket guys and bouncing the explosives back at them if you wanted to. But there we go. There is a chest down in the water. So as soon as you drop in, just turn around and swim down to get that. Chances are, if you're doing this first time, I wouldn't advise doing this on your first run. You won't be able to go down because you won't have the breather yet. You will be getting it shortly. There's a scan as well, by the way. So now we turn around, look at this wooden collapsed hut thing. And there's a chest behind here and here.
Come on, buddy.
Halfway through, nearly there. After the feature length, the one for Zepho, this one really isn't too bad at 40 minutes. Well, here we go. Next chest is across the other side of the water. Unfortunately, there's a lot of water in this world. It's probably my favourite world though, even though it does have water and nobody likes water levels. I just like the look, the scale of this level is definitely the best out of all of them, I think. Especially with a big tree, the origin tree in the middle. So we just got a chest to get and another Force Echo, and that'll be this area done. So we're going to go this way. This is where you would get back up to the zip line. So chances are you have this chest anyway. But here we go, just for the sake of completion.
You make that look easy.
And then we're going to turn around and continue past the meditation point. And this is the story way. Just up there. There you can see it. And that is the last one for Kyyyalstaad Basin. So with this next area we're going to be going to, my original footage was corrupted, so I've had to improvise a bit. So it's Gloomroot Hollow we're going to. We're starting off exactly where I just was. There we go. But it's a different save file. Just because it was closest one at the time, and I have already picked the things up. The Force Echoes, there's 3 Force Echoes and a seed, so I'm going to show you where they are obviously, but you're not going to see me interact with anything. So if we run down here and then break off to the right, you will still be able to see on the floor there the sparkling blue. This is where the Force Echo would be, so interact with it there. So I do apologise for that, but there's nothing I could do about it. Capture card, I don't know what it is, probably the software to blame, I think. So climb up here, and you can see this big plant here. This is Terrarium Seed 7 milk grass. So scan that. BD will scan that for you. And then we're going to continue around. This isn't a story way, so make sure you get up here as well. You will be doing to get the Force Echo, but this is a needed for tick off for the 100%. These nasty ass plants that can't be killed. You can kill the Venus flytrap ones, these ones, but the other ones you cannot. In fact, you need to scan them for that trophy. So this is where the Force Echo will be. You can see the sparkling blue on the floor there. That's where that one will be. And then lastly is going to be pretty much unmissable because you will have passed it. So as you fall through the floor in a moment, you need to fall through. So he's off there trying to scan something else. Again, not needed, so I'm not bothering. So you'd fall through the floor here. You have no choice, you have to fall through. I've tried jumping over, but you can't. So as you come out of these this cave, climb up these vines, it'll be directly ahead of you. The body will still be there, you can see it. There. That's Force Echo 73. So that's Gloomroot Hollow done. Next is Origin Lake. More water. Yay. So starting off exactly where we were, we're going to be going up here. wall running across and dropping into the water. So you can see that, I forget what they're called. I didn't know they had a name, and then I found the name, and now I can't remember the name. But these green blobs that propel you up. I'm going to be going over there and using that one, and then this one, and it's going to throw us over to this chest. And we're going to, from here, jump into the water and clear that area out. So where that first... what are they called? That thing. Go underneath it, and there'll be a little archway under the water. And there'll be a chest in there. There we go. And then you can see the other one there just ahead of me. That's going to be the next chest, number 77. Material. Electrum plated material. Nice and easy. And then from here we're going to be getting another Force Echo. We're getting very close to the trophy. You're going to see me get it on here. I did it on purpose so I could definitely count them all. Stop collecting them on my first save file so we could see it. So here we go. Go into this cave. It's the only way you can get into this is underwater, so you're going to have to come down here. Just pop out, get the Force Echo, and then jump straight back in. The Wookiee morning ritual. I don't know why you'd have that down there, because the only way you can get there is to get wet. It's weird. Maybe it's part of the morning ritual. Anyhow, we're going to be going off to the right now. You'll see the chest right ahead of me. There it is. And that is the last one in the water. Yes, it is. So we're going to come back out the water now. But carrying on. We're not going back. We don't need to. And this is Force Echo number 75. So if you followed along, you probably got it earlier because you've been picking them up. But this is the 75th one. You will get the trophy if you have started fresh. This is when you will get it. I am going to continue collecting them, and you will still see them on the video for anyone that wants them or has missed any others. You don't need to worry about it. There we go, echolocation.
Feel the force all around this place.
See, there's the next one. Just across here. So it would have made the videos shorter, but I think there's 30 or so more, maybe 40. Just thought I'd pick them all up. I already had, so might as well. Might as well put them in the video. So we're nearly done with Origin Lake. There's just the one last thing now, which is a stim canister, the first one of this world. And the only... No, I think there's one other after this. No, I think this is the only one. We'll find out. It'll be a surprise for both of us. So you'll see the bird here. He won't be here if this is your first time. So ignore these guys, turn it round, and you're going to have to be careful if the bird is here, because you can hit his wing that there and you won't bounce up, so it might take you a couple of attempts.
Ready for another stim?
But jump up here, get the stim canister, which is also a secret, obviously. And that is Origin Lake done. So on to Shadowlands. We're going to be moving through them very quickly now, as it is all very linear, and there isn't much as in the way of diversions. So I will just mention it. I point it out here. This red plant is one of those ones that runs towards you. Not runs, but stretches out towards you. I believe that is the only one you can scan for the trophy, the enemy trophy. So I haven't scanned it yet. There is going to be a separate video, so that's why I didn't scan it. I'll be saving it for that. I believe it's the only one. It's the only one I could find. You can't seem to kill them. These things here, You do need to scan it for the trophy. Scan all enemy types or achievement, depending what you're on. So we're going a long way here. You can drop down there and just make sure you grab on again afterwards. Just to get a chest. But again, this is just the way you would come normally. Just showing it so you know in context where everything is. It's just easier, I find.
Got an intruder.
That's an easy way to get rid of him. That's an easy way to get rid of him. Easy way to get rid of him. And oh, it didn't fire. They usually fire 3 times. Never mind. So the chest is out there on the water. You can see it off there to the left. There's that bird again. And straight away we're going to be turning around and getting another Force Echo. Obviously, if you do have the trophy and you're not bothered about collecting them all, then you don't need to worry about them anymore. You just skip them. And that's that.
I've got a read on the Wookiee general's position.
And that's that one. Next we've got a chest. Another underwater chest. I think it is the final underwater chest as we're going into the treetops after this. Oh no, there's one more. They just have to stick that water in there. Even though we're climbing up a tree essentially, there's just water everywhere. So we swing up here, try and get up here quickly, miss those red plants. Drop into here. You would go straight on, but we're going to go left and get chest. So I do emerge from the water just to show you, because I'm going to skip forward a little bit, not much, onto the next area. So I'll just breach the water here so you can see where to go. There we go. You climb up those vines. That was very brief. And then you'll end up here. So I do look over the water. So that's where you are. You would climb up this vine. That's the water. Climb up this vine. And then we're going to continue on into the deserted village. There is just one chest here. That is all there is. So you go past this meditation point. Up the blobby blobbies. Get your Titanfall on. Do a bit of wall running. Get rid of these guys. This is one of the few places you can only scan that that trooper as well. The shock trooper. Not shock trooper, is he? Purge trooper. There's 3 different types of purge troopers. There's the one with the gun, the normal one, and then that one. So we jump down here and get this chest, and we're going to have to unfortunately do a full circle to go back up. But you're not going to see me do it, because I'm going to cut away and I'll already be up there. And we're going to be moving on to the next area, which is the origin tree itself. So this is the big section, the chase section with the mud slide, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing. There's nothing on the mud slide at all. So this is where we just were. We're going to continue up here, and this is where that chase would start. They blow up the house here and you'd fall down. So this is the end. Right at the end you fall into some more water, of course. And then there's the chest is in the water down here near the opening. So yeah, there is I believe there's a point where you break in that mudslide. You have to do a bit of walking. There's nothing there, so don't worry about it. Just carry on right to the bottom and get this chest down here. Bronzium. So continue through the water. You might as well stay underwater, because that's where you need to go underneath here. You're in the area with the 3 big spiders. But through the magic of editing, they are all about to disappear. Ta-da! And there's quite a bit in this area actually. So there's a scan off to the right there. We don't need it, but we're going to go through this way. up here and get a Force Echo. Sacred Tree. And then we're going to jump down and get the next terrarium seed. It's going to be the Mush Blooms. Yes, that's right, the Mush Blooms. Which kind of doesn't make sense because mushrooms don't bloom. Or I suppose those ones do. Wouldn't really call it blooming though, would you? And then there's a dark cave off here. And then we have another chest, nice and easy. And there's a rope in the back area. It's quite hard to see rope actually. Just off to the left. You can't really see it until you get up close. But there it is. And the only reason you would go up here is to get the Force Echo. There is literally nothing else up here. And that's that. Now we're going to continue on to down the story path, and we're going to meet the Shio bird. Not Shio, is it? Shio, because it's Kashyyyk. Shio bird. And it's going to be encrypted log 13. At the end of the last video in Zepho we finished on encrypted log 9, but I've added all of the other encrypted logs from Zepho that are story related, so at this point you would have 13, or this will be the 13th that we're going to get in a minute. So if you're wondering why the numbers didn't tally up, that's the reason. Most of the encrypted logs, the Eno cut over ones, are the only ones you need for this trophy. Most of them are story related. Well, about half of them are. But here's the bird. You can scan try and get through. Don't press that, otherwise you'll travel. You want to get BD to jump off and you'll scan it there. You'll scan the feathers here. And that's the Shio bird. And then carrying on, don't need to get on the bird. We're just going to carry on down the normal pathway. This is where this level really does shine, does separate itself from the rest. It really looks amazing up here. Wish they did more with it. There you go. I definitely do not like the next level, Dathomir. I did not like the feel of that one at all. Anyway, there's some more of these flying bat bird things. You can pull them towards you if you have that ability. It makes them a lot easier to kill. Don't mess around waiting for them to come towards you. And then off to the left hand side, you can see it there, is the Force Echo, and that is going to be Origin Tree done. We have just the one area left, and that one area left is called, well, technically two, but this one area is called Gnarled Heights. Again, we're just going to carry on. This is where we were a moment ago. We're just going to carry on up the origin. I believe that looks like that should be the origin tree. It's definitely the biggest one. I don't know what we're on now. Anyway, there is another area after Gnarled Heights, but there is nothing there, and you would travel through it and you would get an encrypted log, and you got that during the story. So you can't miss it, so I'm not going to show you that place at all. The place is called the Chieftain's Canopy. There is a log up there and a bench. You don't need to pick the log up, it's just part of the story. So you come this way. Normally you would carry on, but you're going to come this way, get this chest. And be careful, don't run around like that I did and nearly fell off then. And then you jump down. Chance it and jump down if you want. And go and get this Force Echo. Wookiee rite of passage.
This fell from a Wookiee as they climbed the tree.
Another skill point there. Getting through them now. So we have another chest. And it's up this long way here. You can see that swinging trunk there. That's the thing we're going to be using. But instead of going all the way up it as you would, we are going to jump back there. As the camera pulls back, that's where we're going. You need to kind of wait for it to swing towards, otherwise it won't let you jump across. There we go. There's another scan there, that little monkey. But we don't need it, so we're not doing it. It's nothing, not trophy related at all, so don't worry about it.
Go on, get in there.
Just gonna get this chest,
There was something in
and
there.
then we're going to push forward to Force Echo, and then it's right near the end now. We're nearly there. Do a bit of Tarzaning across here. It's very conveniently placed, isn't it? It's one of the old Clone War ships. As I think he does actually tell you that. Big jump here. Nearly mess it up still. Double jump saves you. So you get the meditation point here. We're going to be running straight past it. And you'll see a big feather. And that's going to be Force Echo 82, the last Shio bird. And then we've got the last two things, and they're right next to each other. A chest 86, which is Mantis paint job. After this horrible wall run section, you definitely need to double jump all the way down here. I really didn't like this section. So as we get through this tree trunk, we're going to emerge into the last area. You can see the chest just off ahead, up there, but you do need double jump to get up there. And also up there is going to be encrypted log 14. So you'll see BD jump off, he's trying to get to it, but no, we're having the crate first, please.
Of course he found something.
And then turn around and BD will just want to scan the tree, and it is just called Origin Tree. And that's it. That is Kashyyyk complete. So if you head off to the right now, you can get back on the bird and he'll take you down to the water's edge, and you can just get back to the ship that way. Right, next is Dathomir, a world I really don't like, but we're doing it. We got to. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.